Today, we're going to talk about engineering your morning. Now, really, we're going to explore how those first 60 minutes after you wake up can become this incredibly powerful tool, a way to program your own biology for fat loss and peak performance. It literally sets the tone for your entire day.
You know the feeling, right? You wake up, you've got the best intentions. Today's the day! But then, somehow, by 10 a.m., you're fighting off brain fog and just staring at that donut in the break room. What if the problem isn't your willpower? What if it's your morning's chemical blueprint? The answer might just be hiding in those very first moments after you open your eyes.
So it turns out this initial window of time is a massive leverage point. The choices you make right here don't just, affect your morning. They actually set the hormonal and metabolic trajectory for the next 12 to 16 hours. You're either setting yourself up to win or you're accidentally sabotaging your day before it even really gets started.
So here's the game plan for this explainer. We're going to walk through a step-by-step blueprint. We'll start with what we call the regulatory hour, then we'll dive into how hydration can literally hack your hormones. After that, we'll get into the surprising power of sunlight, unveil a super simple protocol for fat loss, and then finally, we'll tackle the decision fatigue that just wrecks our best efforts. Ready? Let's get into it.
All right, first up, the regulatory hour. Now, this isn't just some vague concept, it is a strategic window of opportunity. For those first 60 minutes, you have this unique chance to consciously direct your biology before the chaos of the world takes over. And it all starts with something that's, almost laughably simple. Which brings us right to Chapter 2, Hydration and Hormones. Your first move of the day shouldn't be to check your phone. It should be to drink some water. And listen, this is about way more than just quenching your thirst. This is your #1 defense against a runaway stress response.
See, the second you wake up, every single one of us experiences something called the cortisol awakening response, or CAR for short. It's a totally healthy, totally normal spike in the stress hormone, cortisol. It's basically designed to get you alert and ready to go. But, and this is a big but, this natural process can get hijacked, and that helpful jolt of energy can turn into a massive stress signal.
And here's where it gets really interesting. When you wake up, you're naturally dehydrated from sleeping all night. When that happens, your body releases a hormone called arginine vasopressin, or AVP. Now, its main job is to conserve water, but it has this little side hustle. It also sends a memo to your adrenal glands telling them to pump out even more cortisol. So that healthy wake-up call, it suddenly becomes a blaring stress alarm. And the effects are, they're staggering. Just look at this. If you start your day dehydrated, your cortisol reactivity can skyrocket by over 50%. But with the right hydration, that response just levels out. Plus, you get a real measurable boost to your metabolism and way sharper focus. We're not just talking about feeling better here. We are talking about a fundamental shift in your body's chemistry.
Okay, so what can we do about it? Well, one super practical strategy is something called the cortisol cocktail. It's a simple, science-backed mix designed to quickly get you rehydrated and topped up on key nutrients. You've got vitamin C to support your adrenals, electrolytes from a pinch of sea salt to help water actually get into your cells, and magnesium, which helps keep cortisol in check. It's like a strategic first strike against morning stress.
Okay, you're hydrated, what's next? It's all about light, your internal clock, and your metabolism. Once that water is in, the next non-negotiable input for your body is light. And I don't mean just flipping a switch. I'm talking about morning sunlight. It's one of the most powerful signals you can possibly give your metabolism. Just getting 10 to 15 minutes of real sunlight sends this powerful signal to your brain's master clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus. That simple act slams the brakes on melatonin production, helps manage that cortisol spike we just talked about, and get this, it even improves your insulin sensitivity for the rest of the day. It is the perfect example of a free, simple habit that has a massive impact on your metabolism.
Now let's talk fuel. Chapter 4 introduces a simple but incredibly effective rule for nutrition, the 30-30-30 protocol. This is all about timing your breakfast to specifically tell your body to burn fat for fuel, not store it. The rule itself is beautifully simple. First, you eat 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking up. Then, you follow that up with 30 minutes of low-intensity cardio. We're talking like a brisk walk. This specific sequence is what's designed to give you a powerful metabolic edge.
So why is this combo so effective? Well, the protein jumpstarts your metabolism because it actually takes your body more energy to digest it. It also shuts down ghrelin, that's the hunger hormone, so you're not getting cravings all morning. Then, that low-intensity cardio signals your body to start burning stored fat for fuel. It's a powerful 1-2 punch for fat loss. So, what does 30 grams of protein even look like?
I know, it might sound like a lot, but it's probably more achievable than you think. We're talking about something like 5 eggs, or a cup of cottage cheese, or a good serving of Greek yogurt. You can see from these examples, you definitely don't need to be eating a massive steak for breakfast to hit this target.
Okay, so we've got the physical inputs handled. Now let's switch gears and look at the mental game, because so often, the biggest threat to your goals isn't hunger, it's decision fatigue.
Think about this for a second. Research shows that the average person makes over 200 decisions about food every single day. What to eat, when to eat, how much to eat, each one of those little choices chips away at your mental bandwidth.
This all leads to a very real phenomenon called decision fatigue. Your brain, it's kind of like a muscle. It gets tired. As your mental batteries drain throughout the day, your ability to make good, thoughtful choices just tanks. You stop making the best choice, and you start making the easiest choice, which, let's be honest, is usually the least healthy one.
This quote from Sarah just nails it. She's describing what some people call food noise. It's that constant, nagging, internal debate about food that just sucks up your focus and energy. By automating your morning food choices, you can effectively silence that noise and put that mental energy where it actually matters. All right, let's bring this all home. We've looked at all the individual components. Now it's time to build the complete system. This is your engineered morning.
So here it is, the complete 5-step sequence. Step 1, in those first 5 minutes, you immediately rehydrate. Step 2, you get that sunlight to set your master clock. 3, you do a little bit of high-intensity movement to wake up your metabolism. 4, you eat that high-protein breakfast. And step 5, the final, critical piece, you take 60 seconds to just review your pre-planned meals for the day, which completely short-circuits decision fatigue. And remember, the sequence is key here. Each step builds on the last one, creating this incredible synergy.
Which really brings us to the final question. This isn't just another diet. It's a strategic shift in your entire mindset. It's the difference between just being at the mercy of your biology and becoming its architect. So, are you ready to stop dieting and start engineering?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, which give us motivation to make better content for you. See you in the next video.